Well, we're 15 years old now, so we really are quite an established institution. This site is really the industrial centre of Glasgow historically. You know, some of the biggest ships in the world were built, just down this stretch of water. So, the whole area has been transformed over the last 20, 30 years. This was the site of the Garden Festival in the 1980s. And it was, following on from the Garden Festival that the site was started to be redeveloped, with the Glasgow Science Centre being one of the first residents of that new area.
This Thursday sees the appliance of science on the banks of the River Clyde.
I was in the first intake of science communicators to work here in the Science Centre. I began working here in May 2001. Very exciting time, a brand new Science Centre full of amazing exhibits. We were opened by the Queen and Prince Philip in July 2001, and since then we've had millions of people through the door enjoying the science here. There was a great deal of excitement in Glasgow when the Science Centre first opened. We never had a Science Centre here before, never had a planetarium here before, so the opportunity for people from Glasgow and tourists visiting the city to come here and explore science hands-on, it was very exciting.
People usually encounter the Science Centre for the first time when they bring their children here, but then they find they're become fans themselves. So I think we're now at a stage where we're getting adults coming to the Science Centre who first came here as children. So it's one of Glasgow's favourite destinations. It's well loved. I brought my children here, long before I was an employee of it, and I think we're getting better and better and going from strength to strength.
I run the planetarium here in the Science Centre, and for me this is one of the highlights, being able to show people the cosmos and fly them through the solar system out of our galaxy to the very edge of space, and allowing people to connect with science in a way that perhaps they haven't been able to before. And again, that's what our floors of exhibits do here as well. One of my favourite exhibits here in the Science Centre is the Atomic Trails exhibit in the Space Zone just outside the planetarium. It's fairly innocuous looking, you wouldn't think it was that exciting when you first see it, but when you look at it you see vapour trails left behind by particles, invisible particles that are bombarding us all the time. All around us right now there are particles flying through us, through the empty air, through our bodies. We don't experience them, but the vapour in this exhibit allows us to see them and allows you to experience part of the universe that you can never see with your own eyes.
We've just come to the end of our busiest year ever, and the Science Centre offer has never been more attractive. There's never been more things to do with a new planetarium, new exhibition spaces, refurbished cafe. It is a brilliant place to come to. It's a fantastic day out for the family and for all ages.
One of the very exciting things about the Science Centre is that there's lots of things happening in the future. We've got a very exciting programme both in the planetarium and in the Science Centre, looking to engage lots of different audiences. We have lots of families who come here in the daytime during school holidays and weekends, school trips coming as well, but we're just starting to engage with broader audiences, adult audiences for lates here at the Science Centre, evening lectures, running sci-fi films in the planetarium, so lots of opportunities to engage with audiences we haven't perhaps been able to engage with to date. The experiences here at Glasgow Science Centre really help people connect with science.